It's Sovereign Student here, and today we're going to talk about files inside Java and how to create just a simple text file from Java. And then in the next episode we'll talk about how to write and read from a text file, and actually kinda creating a local database with text files. So first of all, in Java we can do file, and as always we would just import file, which is part of the IO. So we do file, my file equals a new file, and then we would give it some kind of destination for the file. So for now I'll just keep it inside the source folder. So I will just give it like the path name. So normally you could do the exact path name all the way from the C drive, but I'll just give it a what kind of a file to create, which is the text file, and it would be created inside a source. So I'll just simply do a my file.text. So now we need to think back a few episodes ago, we talked about exceptions. So the exceptions is a mechanic in Java that allows us to check if an error occurs and then do something. Because when we're working with files, which is actually outside of the scope of this, just inside this program, we need to do some kind of exceptions. So we would first, so actually how to create the file is very simple. We would just do an if statement. Because when creating this file, it would return true if we actually create a file or false if we don't. So it's actually how we're able to check if the file is created at all inside the program. So we would do my file dot create new file. And if we actually create a new file and it returns true, we just simply print to the screen, new file created. Otherwise, we would go file exists. But now we don't have an exception yet. So we're actually told that we need an exception for this method signature. So we would do it by doing a try block first. So this is the section we would like to try. And if anything at all inside this block goes wrong, we will have a catch block, which we'll just add by doing catch, and we'll get an IO exception, which is a section. And as you can read about the exception if you just hold the mouse over it. An IO exception of some sort has occurred. So just to check if anything happens, and then we just print where in a program something went wrong if something goes wrong. But let's try running it. So now we have a my file.text, which is just an empty text document. And we got a new file created. If we run the program again, we would get file already exists, because we only created the first time, and then the second time it tries to create it again, but it sees that it's already there. So we just skip it and print file already exists. And we can try again if we just delete this one. And now we're told that it's part of the program, so we just do refactor, which just tells us to like delete it anyway. And we would try again, run, file created, new file, and run again, and file already exists. So this is the basics of how to create a file and to check if it's already there. If it's not there, we create a new one. If it's already there, just print it's already there. And that's very much the basics of file. In the next episode, we'll be talking about how to actually get some text inside our text file and how to read the text file back into the program again. So thank you very much for listening. Leave a like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.